send my condolences, my apologies. I'm saddened to see Jimmy Butler go down. Hurt his knee last night. Could not finish the game. I think he played 37 minutes, though. He played enough. Hurt his knee yesterday. I think it's over for y'all. Terry Rozier hurt. Duncan Robinson is out of the lineup. He was a DNP yesterday, and we don't know why. Maybe he slept with somebody wild. But that's not going to stop us for getting down to the nuts and bolts of what's really going on with the Miami Heat. And the Miami Heat need to get off Jimmy Butler as quick as possible. Jimmy Butler, since the Milwaukee series last year, y'all. Since last year, the Milwaukee series, where he averaged, 37 points a game, 59% field goal percentage, 44% from the three, has been non-existent. Went to the next round, had a little minor tweak of his ankle. Oh, no harm, no foul. Plays, miss a game, comes back, he averaged 24 points a game. I think he shot 43% from the field, 11% from three. Okay, we say, okay, Jimmy, you had an ankle problem. Okay, we'll let you pass. You fought through, so we move on to the next round. We go to the Eastern Conference Finals. Jimmy Butler, I think, they go up 3-0. Then they blow a 3-0 lead, the series go to 3-3. Stay with me now. As Chad Ochocinco say, stay with me now. 3-3. Jimmy Butler in that series, 24 points, 42% from the field, 34% from three. Not shabby, but it wasn't great. I think he had one good game that series. Then we go to the finals. And the pump fake guard from heaven. He can't blow past you like he used to. I don't understand why he don't just go straight up with the basketball. If you got a guy on your hip, all you got to do is go straight up and absorb the contact. He foul grifts. He tried to get to the free throw line. Half his points come from the free throw line, which is part of basketball, so I ain't going to too much knock him. And we get to these doggone finals. And he averaged, 21 points, 41% from the field, 36% from the three. And absolutely lays an egg. And we want to continue to call this man a top 5 player. We've been brainwashed, hoodwinked, bamboozled to think that Jimmy Butler is more than what Jimmy Butler really is. Jimmy Butler is who he always been. Came into the NBA as a defensive player out of Marquette. Great physical guy, 6'6", 6'7", great toughness, great leadership, great grit. But he's always coasted his way to the playoffs. So Jimmy Butler can, I think, average 19 points a game in the regular season. And then somehow in the playoffs shoot up to 25, 26 points, and we call him a playoff riser. When he can load manage his way through the regular season. Take his time, chill, while everybody else play the full amount of games. Everybody else got to play the full amount of games. You got guys averaging 30, 28, 29, 27 points a game. Some averaging right now 33, 35 points a game. And they get to the playoffs, and their numbers might either stay the same or drop a little bit. I'm going to ride with the guys who have a high number all the way through the season and get to the playoffs, and when the defense get a little tougher and the fouls started getting called less, and they numbers drop a little bit and their percentage drop a little bit or stay even keeled. Then somebody who coached their way through the regular season and then get to the playoffs and their numbers shoot up 6-7 points a game. I respect the guys who got to play all 82 or at least 65% with their numbers astronomical. Jimmy Butler is not who we think he is, and that's okay. He's a great NBA player. Jimmy Butler can do way more than I ever could do on the basketball court. This is just my observation. This is just my opinion. Jimmy Butler, I knew this year, Jimmy Butler, all year long, he took his time. He didn't take the regular season seriously. They ended up in the play-in once again. They dealt with a trade with Lowry. They got Terry Rozier over there. It took him time to get acclimated. And then when he started to come along, he had a neck injury. Duncan Robinson completely fell out of grace. Like I said once again, I don't know if he slept with somebody's wife. I don't know what happened behind the scene. I don't know if he done got some dealings on the side that we don't know nothing about, that Pat Riley them had to lay him down. But Duncan Robinson is out of rotation. This team cannot shoot consistently. I think they missed Gabe Vincent. I think that was a big loss for them last year. I think they mixed Matt Screws, and I think it all came back to bite them this year. As you can see, they could not hold on to the lead last night and continue to hit open shots and continue to get stops that they needed to get last night. They was completely took out of their offense last night. Bam Adebayo did not get anything going last night. He got an ugly foul trouble early in the game last night. Tyler Hero did not shoot well at all last night. Even though down the stretch he made a couple good plays down the stretch, he did not shoot well last night. Jimmy Butler did not shoot well last night. I think Jimmy Butler had 19 points, 27% from the field, 33% from three, in 37 minutes last night. And I know people say, well, Cruiser, his knee, this before his knee. He had some turnovers. He had some good turnovers on defensive end. I will give him that. He played great ball on the defensive end last night. But offensively, when they needed him to be aggressive, they was going to need 35 to 40 points out of Jimmy Butler last night to be able to close that game, to leave his impact. I think his impact of the game early on offensively wasn't enough. Even though they had the lead, it wasn't enough because he didn't put his imprint on the game. Man, that zone defense got picked apart. They started attacking the gaps and kicking out the shooters. And Nicholas Batum took that game over with a big 20-ball piece. I think he went 6 for 10 from the three-point line. They had no answer for him. Joel Embiid hit 2 big threes down the stretch, and that was the game. The Miami Heat this year will not have a magical run because they did not take the season series this year. I think they low managed a lot of guys, Jimmy Butler included. I didn't think he'd take the season serious as he needed to take. He needed to take it serious as he did when they was the 1 seed just 2 seasons ago. They did not do that. Last night he got hurt, and this is the result. This is the result of just thinking we can turn it on and turn it off, and we just going to be fine. Jimmy Butler has been subpar since Milwaukee last year, and we got his numbers have dropped, continuously dropped, down spiral ever since then. He was not good at the Knicks series. He was not good in the Celtics series, and he dang sure was not good in the finals. And last night, Jimmy Butler's shooting was terrible last night. He didn't convert on the plays that he needed to convert on, and that was the ball game. Jimmy Butler is not a top 5 player. He's not a top 10 player. At times, can he look like a top 5 player? Can he look like a top 10 player? Yes, I would not discredit him in that form. But we got to be honest with our assessment, and we got to stop putting him over guys who've done it longer and who've done it at a high level consistently. A high level consistently. And Jimmy Butler has never been a consistent offensive guy. That's why his numbers fluctuate like that. Can he give you a series where he go off? Yes, he can. But to completely just put him over guys that we've seen do this over an 8-9 year span consistently, putting up big numbers, we got to stop this, man. We got to completely stop this. Jimmy Butler has dropped the ball. The Miami Heat, Pat Riley, they're going to have to find a way to retool this team. If they're going to keep Jimmy Butler, they need to restructure his contract and try to get some other new blood in there. They're going to have to get a better center to help them out right there. They're going to have to get some better wings on the wing to help them out with their defense so they cannot always be stuck in these zones all the time. They can still mix in their zones, but at sometimes you're going to have to need to man up. You're going to need to get guys who can continuously fight over screens. You got to find guys who can continuously hit open shots. Last year they went on a magical run where I think they shot 45% from 3, and it did not sustain. They've been a bottom tier shooting team all year long. They've been a great defensive team, but as we know, defense can only go so far in the NBA. All these teams with these great defensive teams, you're not going to win a championship if you cannot put the ball in the bucket. The key, defense win championship, yes. Defense win championships when your offense can put up points. Your offense got to put up points, and your defense got to be able to get stops. That's the key. Can your offense put up enough points and your defense generate enough stops, especially in today's league, where you continually, consistently get up good shots and good knockdown shooters? And the Miami Heat are missing that this offseason. They got a lot of thinking to do. I don't think they beat the Chicago Bulls this week. I could be wrong. Friday, they could prove me wrong. They ain't going to have Jimmy Butler. Reports came out, Jimmy Butler not going to be there. We don't know what's going on with Terry Rozier neck, and I still don't know what's going on with Duncan Robinson. If anybody, any Miami Heat fans here looking at this video, anybody else in the world know what's going on with Duncan Robinson, please send a call in. Let me know. Send it in to Adam Silver and find out what's going on with Duncan Robinson because it's an APB battle out on Duncan Robinson. But, man, for the Heat fans, I hope it's not true. I was hoping y'all get in the playoffs. I was hoping y'all win. I wanted to see y'all play the Knicks, and I wanted to see the 76ers play the Celtics in the first round. That's just me. But it didn't happen. 76ers move on to play the Knicks in the first round, 2-7. And right now we're going to find out is it going to be the Chicago Bulls or the Miami Heat after Friday's game who's going to play against the Boston Celtics. And right now I'm thinking it's going to be the Chicago Bulls. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But my prediction right now, Chicago Bulls will beat the Miami Heat in Miami come Friday night, man. And I hope, man, you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and make sure y'all hit the notification button so you'll be notified. Where my dogs at? Welcome to the Dawg Cage, baby.